mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now it's Herbert. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Herbert now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. First carry here for Ken Walker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Runs over it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on there.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rolling to his right, and Walker has it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. From the gun, Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chase Claypool, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on second down. Herbert. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Goodwin. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Jackson now. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10. Herbert, that's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Elliott. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half. We're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Herbert's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert back to the air. forced out to his left. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to...
Taking it right down Broadway. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Play action. Now Jackson. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we come upon halftime.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff up the middle.
Good one.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Elliott is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Elijah Moore
from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys use the short field to get in for 6. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Jackson on first down. That one complete to Anderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson now off the bootleg.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Jackson. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Gano's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. That's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Herbert. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Up the middle they go. It's Goodwin, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 2 now, second and goal.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Jackson to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Cowboys down by 7, a minute 4 on the clock. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. First and 10.
Herbert to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Herbert connecting with Andrews. Pushes him over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that being...
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later.